Alrighty, guys, listen up. We're going to break down SoFi in this video. It's currently about 3:15, 3:10 p.m. on the East Coast. So in other words, power hour just started and we have all the indexes in the green and SoFi's down about 1.5%. So we're going to break down the charts, my thoughts, what I'm looking to do. So if y'all find value, hit that like button. Make sure to subscribe here on YouTube. It's free. You might as well follow me on X as well at Stas Talk Stocks. If you want more updates throughout the day, that's linked down below. And with that being said, cheers. Let's dive right into the video. So again, power hour just started. It's about 3:15, 3:10 right now on the East Coast, and we have all the indexes in the green. The Russell's up 0.2, Nasdaq's up, let's see, about 0.75%, as the S&P and the Dow, they're each up about 0.5%, and we have the VIX down to a fresh low, down 6%. So before we break down SoFi stock here, guys, let me show you what's going on with the VIX. Let me pull it up and show you guys. We hit 1181 about, I think, an hour ago. When did that happen? Let me see here. Actually, less than that, about 10-15 minutes ago, and now we're at 1191 on the VIX. So this thing is at a fresh low on the 4-hour chart, on the 1-year chart, I believe on the 3-year chart as well. Yeah, now we're at a fresh low on the 3-year chart for the VIX. And what's the all-time low? I think 8, right? Yeah, 856 was hit back in 2017, about 6 years ago, back in November of 2017. Now, are we going to go back to test that low? I don't know. Maybe it's, it's never off the table, right? It's possible. But right now, we're still a little bit away from that, as again, we're at 1190 on the VIX. But the fact that that just keeps on going lower, the VIX keeps on going lower, is pretty remarkable in my opinion. And it's a little bit alarming. Whenever the VIX is at 10, 11, 12, it's pretty alarming in my opinion. So let me pull up SoFi and show you guys what's going on here. Then maybe later in the video we'll break down the S&P, the Nasdaq a little bit more in depth. So we have SoFi, which is down about 1.6%. This has been selling off for the entire day pretty much, with a lot of red coming in the pre-market and especially when the markets ended up opening. So we hit about $8.15 at 8:30 a.m. on the East Coast. Then we sold off to about 8:05 by about 9:20-ish. Then the markets opened. Then we dumped down to about 7.85 and we saw a bit of a relief rally, you guys can see, up until about 11:15, 11:30 a.m. Then we sold off again, holding that low from earlier in the day. We didn't break it. We held it pretty steady right there, you guys can see. And now we've been rallying off that point for the past, hour, 2 hours at this point, but still clearly in a downtrend. In fact, we have a descending triangle here on the 1-day, 1 minute on SoFi stock. You guys can see we hit 827 yesterday. Lower high was hit in the pre-market today. We hit 815, and we hit another one at about 11 a.m. And now we're testing another lower high at about, $7.95, $8, which if we fail to break this point, guys, we could get rejected, maybe go down to 8, 7.85. Well, actually, we're under 8 right now, but maybe we go back down to 7.85. We test that. Maybe that breaks. Then the descending triangle would end up playing out, which again is what this pattern is on the 1-day, 1 minute, which is not a bullish pattern. It's actually a bearish pattern, guys. So maybe on the 5-day, we do break that point. You guys can see next, the next spot we could go to is 775 on the 5-day. You guys can see that here. And on the 10-day chart, let me pull that up and show you. Maybe if we do break under 775, maybe from that point we do start going down lower sevens, 710, 715. That's a big spot here on the downside. You can see that right here. That was support actually in the end of November, I believe. Yeah, end of November. We held that point as support. So that's actually a wide open window here on SoFi stock, guys, from around 775 down to about 710-ish. So keep your eyes on that moving forward. And let me pull up this 1-hour chart very quickly. Let me show you what's going on here, guys. We're still above the 180 SMA, so keep that in mind. We're not collapsing under that quite yet on the 1-hour chart, but we're testing it, we're holding it, and we'll see if we do bounce off of it or we push through it, which time will tell. We're still not seeing distinct direction. although we are down 1.5% today. So let's see what happens here at about 775, $8 on the 1 hour chart. And on the 4 hour chart, if I pull this up, guys, we can see, if I get the handy dandy channel tool out, we can see that we're still in this channel, and now we're starting to get selling pressure at the top of the channel, which I've covered before. And I talked to you guys about this over the past couple of SOFI videos, the SOFI updates we do here pretty much every day throughout the week. So make sure to subscribe if you guys like this type of content. I talked about how if we fail to break 850, which it looks like we are as of now, we're probably going to sell off a bit in the short term, which, we got rejected there the past couple of days, obviously a couple of weeks ago. And at this point, we're starting to get the leg down. We're not completely collapsing, but we are starting to get the selling pressure. And if we do push through again on that 20-day chart, we push through this point and do something like this, we break under that 180 SMA. Excuse me, guys. We have a wide open window on that 4 hour chart to fill the gap back down here on SOFI. And the price action right now, guys, is not really too promising for the bulls. The fact that we failed to, break 825, 850, and who knows, maybe by Friday of this week, maybe Thursday, maybe tomorrow, we break out and go to 850 again. Totally possible. But the way things are looking right now in real time, the bulls are definitely getting a butt whooping, we'll put it that way, guys, and the bears are gaining an edge in the very short term. What do you guys think? Let me know your thoughts in the comments down below. And before we do wrap up the video, let me talk about the S&P and Triple Q very quickly, because even though SOFI's in the red, down 12 cents, under $8, down 1.5%, we have the indexes in the green. SPY's up around, let's pull it up and see, 0.4%, up over $2 as it hit another fresh high today on the 4 hour chart and on the 1 year chart at $464.08. So that's a good sign. And now we're at, I think, $14 away. Yeah, $15 away from all-time highs. We're getting there, guys. We're getting there. And I made a post on Twitter at Stocks Talk Stocks. Go follow me. And I talked about how we're getting awfully close. And I asked my audience on there, what do they think? And a lot of them think that all-time highs could be hit very soon here. So $15 away from the all-time high on SPY. And Triple Q, if I pull this up, guys, and show you, it is getting awfully close as well. We hit a fresh high today on the 4 hour chart as well on Triple Q, almost at $400. And now I think the all-time high is at 408. We're under $10 away from all-time highs, right around $10 away, which percentage-wise, if we run up another, let's say, 2.5%, Triple Q is going to be at all-time highs, which is pretty awesome. So yeah, the bulls keep on bulling, guys. Overall, they keep on doing their thing. We keep on running up and getting closer to all-time highs, and that's why the VIX just keeps on getting eviscerated. I mean, guys, the VIX just keeps on getting hit, and we're almost near that all-time low, which, who knows, it might hit. It might hit by the looks of it, and at the rate that we're going, I don't know. We'll see, guys. We'll see how it plays out. So let me know your thoughts in the comments, and don't forget to get up to 15 stocks for Moomoo, each up to $2,000, guys. Open up your account and fund it with your initial $100 deposit. You get 5 stocks, each up to $2,000, and if you fund your account at least $1,000 on top of those 5 stocks you just got, you get 10 more stocks, totaling 15 stocks, each up to $2,000. So get on it. Use that link down below or go to stocksurfs.com/Moomoo. And with that being said, guys, cheers. I'll catch you all in the next video.